time, dude. You got beef going on.
Yeah, dude.
I got
Yeah.
mad beef.
You got beef in the house?
It's American Top Team versus Factory X in this one, Meat Boy, and it's a pretty sweet rematch for the 125 belt. It's Brandon Royval taking on Alexandre Pantoja, aka the Cannibal, who is on a 4-fight win streak and is picking up performance of the night bonuses, fights of the night bonuses, and he just got the belt against Brandon Moreno. Split close decision. Some people did think Moreno might have done enough to win that fight, but nonetheless, Pantoja takes the belt. He's the new champ, and his first defense is a rematch against Royval, and these two fought back in 2021. It was a performance of the night victory for Pantoja, where he submitted him in the second round. But ever since then, Royval's been on an absolute tear. He's won 3 straight, and he seemingly keeps finding ways to cash as a dog. Because every time you see Brandon Royval, you're always going to get plus 140 to plus 190 range. It seems like Royval lives in that sweet spot, but time after time, these last 3 fights, he keeps finding out ways to get this done. And no more impressive was when he did it recently against Matthias Nicolau. Easy, light work, first round finish, only took 2 minutes and was able to do so with strikes. And we've seen Royval have a lot of success with the grappling. He's got a very sneaky, sick submission game. So to see him pick up a sleeper KO against a guy like Nicolau, who was very hyped up, another Brazilian prospect, I thought to me was very encouraging. And Royval, we know, has the ultimate cardio. The dude's running 10 miles, 6-minute, 30-second pace. The dude is an absolute beast, but he's taking on the Cannibal, who also is a beast himself and is just as well-rounded as Royval is. So in this one, boy, you taking the rematch to go the same way where Pantoja gets this one done again, or is this Royval's time?
Yeah, this is gonna be such a sick fight. I cannot wait for this. And man, everybody is counting my boy Raw Dog out. Crazy to see him as such a big dog. Tapology, get all you casuals out of here. What am I even looking at? I mean, what? 87% majority sub? If anything, Roy Val's gonna sub Pantoja. I hope all these Tapology casuals understand when I say this. Pantoja is going to get snuffed early and often and new.
Plus 160 is Royval. So if you're pretty bullish on him, do you like that money line straight up, or are you going to get super funky with these props? And if so, are we thinking submission, TKO, any sort of finish? If you're that bullish on Royval to pull off the upset, how's he get it done?
I mean, I think I'm going to hit the straight up, I'm hitting the submission, I'm hitting the KO, and the decision. They're probably all going to be plus insane money. So I got to look at those, see what they actually are. Also, you have Pantoja. He's 5'2". Raw Dog is 5'9". He's a big dude. He's leveled up big time. I think this is going to be a one-sided affair and a big upset. And I just think people are really sleeping on Raw Dog because of his 2 little hiccups. Now I will worry if Pantoja somehow like gets on top, takes it back, and then I worry about Royval's shoulder, because there was that one time where he was destroying and then his shoulder like fell out and then it was like, oh, he lost, but it's like, yo, he was dominating up until that point. So you just never know. Hopefully his shoulder stays input and the fight doesn't get canceled, or doesn't end from his shoulder falling out of socket. If it doesn't fall out of socket, I just don't see any way that Raw Dog does not get this upset. Hashtag and new.
Yeah, good point. It was that fight against Brandon Moreno where he seemingly was fighting very well, and then one bad position, his shoulder kind of pops, and it was the TKO defeat for him. So you hope that if Pantoja is able to find his way into some advantageous position on the ground, that something similar like that doesn't happen. But you touched on all the intangibles. Royval's going to have the reach advantage. He's taller. I think that he might be maybe not a heavier striker on the feet, but kind of a bit more craftier and longer. He's also, you touched on it, 5'1" is the Cannibal, and basically 6 foot is Raw Dog. He's also younger and maybe even hungrier in this one, but the Cannibal obviously is coming for blood. That's what this guy does, and you touched on Tapology already, 87% rolling with Pantoja. A lot of copper for that sub. 13 only going with Royval. I'm with you, Meat Boy. I'm taking Brandon Royval in this one. I keep picking against Brandon Royval, and as a result, it never works out. So I'm not going to go against him in this one. I think Royval finds a way to get it done, and I'm not bullish on any sort of finish. It might be a decision, might be a finish, but I am bullish on Royval getting this one done as a dog, and I see him being a formidable champ and really a next guy in this 125 lineage because the belt keeps getting passed on, and perhaps Royval is the one to hang on to it for a few fights, and Pantoja gives it up, and maybe the trilogy comes next.
Yeah, the Trojan definitely can come next, but I think for me, raw dogging this weekend, lock it in, check the props, boys. Tell in the comments who you taking and why. You taking the cannibal or raw dog?